In this video, I am going to show you exactly how to send data to Google Sheets automatically using n8n. Let us get into it. Every time a trigger fires in n8n, whether that is a form submission, a new lead, or an API call, that data automatically logs into your Google Sheet in real time. This is one of the most useful workflows you can have running in your business.
When you open your n8n interface, you just come to create workflow. All right, so when it loads, the first step, click on the plus, select your trigger node. We're going to go with manual for this test, which means we're going to manually execute the workflow. Then we're going to add edit field node. Okay, now we're going to add our field. So we're going to include other input fields. Okay, and then we're going to add our field. Now we are trying to put this data into this Google Sheet. You already have a Google Sheet available. If you don't, you create one, give it the table, whatever you want to add on the Google Sheet. You come and add those same headings, the headings of your rows. You have the same headings here as well, so they can be like the same. It's called mapping. Mapping simply means whatever is in your Google Sheet, come and put it here, and it must be identical. For example, this is the Google Sheet we are trying to fill. We see here that the headings, we have timestamp, full name, email, which best describe you. This is a forms people filled. Okay, we want to use n8n to send timestamp for someone that is registering for this course, the timestamp, the full name, the email, information like this. So we must ensure that this part here, where we have this name, the name of our column, that's what we put the name of our column. So the first one is timestamp. Okay, so I'm just going to come here, copy it, and paste it here. Okay, so let me just formulate another timestamp. Let's say the last one was this time. So let me just give it similar values. I can call this, let's say this happened so the next day by 11. Okay, so this field is over. Then I add another field, and that's how we keep adding fields until we get what we're looking for. All right, so I'm just going to add all the fields now. Full name, I'm going to call her Mary Okoye. Okay, add another field. What's the next field? That's email. So I'll call this Mary Okoye at gmail.com. Add another field. And I'm just going to copy the same information that we have here. Okay, so all right, so you can see where we have completely put in all the information we have here. We have timestamps, full name, email, and these other stuff. Once we do that, we execute this step to ensure that, okay, this information is well represented. Okay, so you can see here, this is the information. There are three ways you can view the output. You can either view it in schema, timestamp, the name, the email, and whatnot. Okay, or you can view them in a table. This information. Yeah. Okay. So let's go out. Now the next thing we want to add our Google Sheets to it. So click on plus. Then we select append to row in sheet. Append row in sheet. And then you map. First of all, you want to make sure that you have logged in your credentials. I will show you how to log your credentials in another video, but you want to make sure your credentials is logged in Google Sheet credentials. Then you must find our row. That's the name of the document. Then in that document, there's more than one sheet, so we're going for the form response. Just for confirmation, you see it here. Response here. Then we map it. Okay, so where we see timestamp, we carry this and fix here. Very simple. See the full name, put it. All right, full name, put it here. There's always what we call mapping. Put email and email. All described here. Sorry about that. And I want to take this last one out. It's not part of the column. I do prefer to learn. So we are done with mapping. You check it out. You can see that we are fixing all the information. On that timestamp, we just came here and we drag timestamp into the space. So we map this information we got into the Google Sheets. So this is our Google Sheets, more like the properties. This is the part whereby you do your settings. You get, so this is the Google Sheet account selected, the resources sheets within the document, the operations. What I want to do is to append rows, more like to update a row. That's what it means. And the document, which document in the Google Sheet we went for this particular document. This is a particular sheet inside the document, and then we want it to be mapped. We're mapping each of them manually. That's what we did. So we see we put timestamp here. Remember, I already put this thing here is something that is already a column inside the Google Sheet. So it must match. The column here must match for you to know what you are doing so you don't make mistake. So everything is aligning very well. So you see, when we put it here, these are JSON's information if you are very familiar with JavaScript. So once you just drop it here, it changes to the value. And underneath it, you see it is giving you that what this code represents is the email, which is here. And so once you are done with the mapping, you can execute this step. Once you execute this step, this data should appear in our Google Forms. So yeah, guys, that is how you add data to Google Sheets. This is how you add data to Google Sheets using n8n automations. I'll be sharing these small projects like this. When you're starting at an n8n, you don't want to start rushing and doing big stuff. You want to start with small stuff so you understand the basics. This thing is very simple to do. But if you rush or you are too quick to, I want to start automating this, automating that, you are going to lose your direction. So you start by automating small steps, and then from small steps you can go to the complex stuff. You can see it here. We have Miracle here. All the information have now been updated in the sheets.
That is it. You now know how to send data to Google Sheets automatically using n8n. If this helped you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.